Welcome to Ancient Secrets channel. Let's be honest. Some women are blessings, and others are distractions dressed as beauty. A low-value woman won't destroy you loudly. She'll drain you quietly, through small demands, constant tension, and emotional manipulation. Not every woman deserves your loyalty, your energy, or your future. And a stoic man must know the difference. That's what this video is for, to help you spot the 8 brutal signs of a low-value woman, before you invest your peace in chaos. If you've ever felt confused, constantly walking on eggshells, or unsure whether she's worth the effort, this will clarify everything. Because true strength isn't just choosing the right woman, it's walking away from the wrong one. Let's begin. Sign 1. She thrives on drama, not peace. A low-value woman feels bored in calm. She needs conflict to feel alive. If things get too quiet, she'll create a fight out of thin air, accusing you of things you never did, twisting your words, or pulling away just to make you chase. She's not seeking resolution. She's addicted to the adrenaline, and the more you try to bring peace, the more she'll stir confusion. You'll find yourself constantly on guard, filtering your words, afraid of triggering another storm. That's not a relationship. That's emotional warfare. A high-value woman finds strength in stillness. But this woman? She wants you off balance, uncertain, reactive, because in chaos, she controls. The stoic man doesn't fight for peace. He chooses it. And sometimes that means walking away from anyone who confuses drama with love. Sign 2. She's addicted to validation. You could love her with all your heart, support her like a rock, and still, she'll need more. Because what she craves isn't love, it's applause. She's constantly fishing for likes, posting thirst traps, seeking attention from men who don't matter. And when you question it, she says, "You're just insecure." But deep down, you know, she's performing, not connecting. A woman addicted to outside validation will never fully value what's real. She's in love with the spotlight, not with you. A high-value woman cherishes respect from the one she loves. A low-value woman lives for admiration from strangers, and the more she seeks it, the more invisible you become. Protect your peace. You're not meant to compete with her audience. Sign 3. She avoids responsibility. Nothing is ever her fault. She cheats because you were distant. She disrespects you because she was angry. She's broke because of the economy. There's always someone else to blame. And the worst part? You start questioning yourself. Maybe I was too cold. Maybe I did push her away. That's the trap. A low-value woman doesn't reflect, she deflects. But a high-value woman owns her mistakes. She grows, learns, and evolves. You can't build with someone who won't own their part. And if you stay, her story becomes yours. You carry the guilt, the chaos, the cost. Don't. Peace begins where blame ends. Sign 4. She uses emotional manipulation. She doesn't raise her voice, she doesn't scream, but she controls you with silence, sighs, guilt, and distance. She punishes you emotionally, withdraws affection, shrinks in silence, gives cold stares, until you bend to her will. You start walking on eggshells just to avoid that icy energy. But here's what's really happening. She's training you to respond to pain, not to love. A high-value woman communicates her needs. A low-value woman makes you guess them. She doesn't want resolution. She wants control. And your guilt? It's her currency. Call it out. Don't play the guessing game. You're not her puppet. You're a man with clarity. Sign 5. She has no long-term vision. A low-value woman lives for now. She avoids responsibility, mocks planning, spends impulsively, and calls it freedom. But what she really fears is discipline. A high-value woman thinks in decades. She invests, prepares, grows. But a low-value woman? She jumps from job to job, racks up debt, avoids accountability, and expects you to carry the load. At first, it feels exciting until her chaos becomes your burden. You're not here to save her. You're here to build. And if she can't lead herself, she won't build with you. Don't mistake spontaneity for strength. Look at the pattern, not the moment. Sign 6. She competes with masculinity. She doesn't want a man. She wants a rival. When you lead, she resists. When you protect, she rebels. She calls boundaries control and confidence toxicity. But here's the truth. She's not reacting to you. She's reacting to her past. Maybe she saw weak men. Maybe she saw abusive ones. Either way, she sees strength as a threat, not a gift. A high-value woman partners with masculinity. A low-value woman competes with it. And if you're constantly shrinking to keep the peace, you've already lost it. Masculinity isn't dominance, it's direction. Don't apologize for being a man. Stand in it, with honor. Sign 7. She tests you constantly. Everything becomes a test. How long it takes you to reply, how jealous you get, how much you'll tolerate. She creates scenarios to provoke, not connect. These aren't boundaries, they're games. And the more you play, the less you respect yourself. A high-value woman trusts, builds, and communicates. A low-value woman pokes, withholds, and observes. She wants to see how far she can push before you break. But a stoic man doesn't dance for approval. He moves with purpose. If she's constantly testing you, she doesn't want partnership. She wants control. Sign 8. She disrespects your time and energy. She's always late, cancels plans last minute, scrolls through her phone during deep conversations, or treats your goals like side hobbies. Why? Because she doesn't value your effort. She values your attention, when it suits her. You'll notice she rarely shows genuine support when it matters. A low-value woman consumes more than she contributes. A high-value woman shows up. She listens. She respects your purpose. If she drains you more than she nourishes you, it's not love. It's erosion. You deserve peace, not chaos. The stoic man isn't bitter. He's discerning. He doesn't hate women. He honors the right ones. But he's also not afraid to walk away when his peace is on the line. If she brings confusion, disrespect, and emotional fog, she's not your partner. She's your lesson. Real love doesn't confuse. It grounds. It brings clarity. And above all, it respects your strength, not tests it. Comment below. I protect my peace. I move with clarity. If this video gave you clarity, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Ancient Secrets channel. Stay strong, stay wise, and never settle for chaos.